Yeah, man. Let me put y'all up on game, right? Let me address some things first and foremost. Some things that
In a
I'm not
quarter mile,
feeling.
turn left onto US 378
There's some
West.
things I'm not feeling with some of y'all American people, right? And I legal immigrants also
Left
the
onto US
YouTube shorts
378 West.
regarding the illegal immigrants the other night when I was at the convenience store. They stormed in. They stormed in by the bunches, man. I'm talking about they stormed in by the bunches. But let me tell y'all something what y'all don't realize, right? These
Continue
people
on US
are
378
not
West for 4
paying
miles.
taxes, bro. They don't pay taxes. We are the ones that's paying taxes. All our hard-earned work money at the end of the week, we don't get the benefit from any of that, right? So I see a lot of y'all defending them people, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not saying every Mexican are bad people. That's not the point that I'm making, and y'all missing that shit, bro. Y'all missing out on the point. I'm not saying all of them bad. Keep in mind, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch. And from the beginning, President Trump made it known he don't have nothing against those people. But what he do have an issue with is the ones that's coming over here in our country, murdering and killing our kids and women, bro. That's the issue President Trump had. And like he said, we got to get those type of people out of our countries so our communities and kids can feel safe all over again. A lot of people saying, well, Venezuela, those are the ones that Donald Trump should be getting out of America because they creating all the problems. True to the matter, it ain't just the Venezuelans, man. You got Mexicans too. You know what I'm saying? You got them out here doing shit, man. So, like, why y'all defending them? Everybody want to bash me about this YouTube short that I put up, man. I put it up for a reason. I was literally stormed and boxed in this store. There was approximately 23 illegal, undocumented immigrants bum rushed this store. And so I see somebody saying, well, they probably paid for everything. No, they didn't. Them motherfuckers still like everybody else, bro. What's up, bag? They still like everybody else. So, I mean, like, think about it. Y'all need to start paying more close attention to what Donald Trump is implementing, the moves and the changes that he's making. Again, Donald Trump said, all I need y'all to do for the ones that's illegal, undocumented, go back to your country willingly, right? Because we don't want to have to come round y'all up with ICE and send y'all back. But if y'all go back to y'all countries, get your situation together, your paperwork and all of that, then you can come back over here in America. A lot of y'all missing that, bro. A lot of y'all missing that Donald Trump is in fact saying, I don't hate these people, but I hate the ones that's coming over here in our country doing all this BS. Yes, Kamala Harrison is the one to blame. I agree with that. Because she created this whole onslaught. She the one allowed these folks over here, knowing that they was illegal and not documented. She reopened the border after Donald Trump secured the border before he first left office back in 2020. But at the same time, Donald Trump had 4 years to sit back and analyze everything that these Democrats were doing when they was in office. They did the American people bad, bro. They treated us in ways that I've never seen a president treat his own country and his own people. Literally put us on the back end for these illegal immigrants, man, to live this lavish American dream and lifestyle. And then somebody was like, well, they was probably paying straight cash money and not food stamps. Of course they can afford to pay cash money. Ain't no taxes being taken out of them. But then you got these peoples out there in Chicago, you got these illegal immigrants out there in Chicago saying, you know, we deserve or have the rights to remain over here in America because we pay taxes. Now the hell y'all don't. Them folks don't pay no taxes, bro. When them people go to work, they get all their money, bro. They get all their money. They not paying no taxes. We are the ones that's paying the damn taxes, man. Come on, man. Let's just be honest. I get it. I understand. There are a lot of peoples out there that really hate Donald Trump. I'm talking about Americans. You have a lot of Americans out here that hate Donald Trump. They don't like the things that Donald Trump has been doing since he's been in office. And it's not because he's not doing a great thing. They don't like the fact that the Democrats fail to, in fact, do the things that Donald Trump is doing right now. See, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and Elon Musk is dissecting this whole 4-year term when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was in office. These people sat back and observed this from a far distance off. So it's no coincidence that Donald Trump was able to come in office and immediately attack the things that he's attacking. The man just passed another bill on the tariffs, man. So for the record, Canada, we not even worried about what y'all talking about, especially the Prime Minister. He had a whole lot of nothing to talk about. I'm talking about nothing, man. So now, where we're at now, at this point, my thing is this. I'm paying close attention to what Donald Trump is doing. I don't know about a lot of y'all guys out there, but what I'm paying attention to is the fact that Donald Trump is first working on the economy. It's a process. Think about it. Get the economy back in its perspective, right? Continue to deport these gang members from Venezuela. Continue to get a lot of these Mexicans out of America. And another reason why a lot of you Americans are mad is the farmers. The farmers mad that now they can't work these people for a little nothing. They can't work these people 7 days a week, sun up, sun down, even in the harshest weather. I be seeing these peoples out in the rain. I'm talking about snow, cold as outdoors. They got these peoples out there working. What I disagree with the farmers, to me, that's a disrespect to the black people, to the black culture, because it's just another form of modern day slavery. That's all that is, bro. It's best. So yes, the farmers are ticked off, peed off, because they realize now they finna lose a lot of workers. But again, as Donald Trump said, even to the farmers, I'm not trying to destroy your business. That's not my intentions. My intentions are for you farmers, those you know that's illegal, to go back to their country, get their paperwork straight, get their green cards, and then they can come back over here in the States. And then they can continue to proceed with life, to continue to proceed the American dream. Because we know over there in Mexico, a lot of them don't get the opportunity over there that they are being granted over here in America. But my thing is, I'm not just defending myself. I'm defending the American people that have to get out and work like myself when I am able, and I have to pay taxes. If I make $720, $730 a month, but at the end of the week, when you take taxes out, I may bring $510, $515. Man, that's $200 and some is being taken out of my check every week that I done worked extremely hard for, to bust my ass for. But the illegal immigrants, on the flip side, they not taking tax out on them. You know why they don't take tax out on majority of them? Because they illegal, man. They don't supposed to be over here. So what do they need food stamps for? I see somebody made a comment. Oh yeah, I guarantee you they didn't use no EBT food stamp card. They paid cash money. You damn right. Because if they make $1,000 a week, then that's what they granting them. $1,000 a week. But not the American people. We don't get that same type of treatment, bro. They don't give us that same type of treatment. So what are we talking about, man? Stop sitting here going against your president. If you's an American citizen, if you's a true American citizen, I don't give a damn how you feel about your president. You see what I'm saying? Because everything that you feel or saying about Donald Trump is simply because the media, which hate Donald Trump, NBC in particular, they paint this narrative. They paint this picture about Donald Trump saying things that's not even true to make you people hate the man. But then, like I said, as soon as those cabinet stimulus checks that they're sending out starting this month to the American citizens to try to help people out, a lot of y'all gonna switch. A lot of y'all gonna become dick riders. Now you like Donald Trump all of a sudden. Oh yeah, Donald Trump is a good president. I support everything he do. Why is it gonna take financial revenue coming from the president to you to make you, okay, all of a sudden you like the man? So I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. For the ones that say I don't get into politics, man, knowing what's going on around you, knowing what's revolving around you, bro, is very, very important that you know. Because the things that Kamala and Joe Biden was doing in office, hey, we had no knowledge of it. We knew that it was affecting us economically. We know it was running up the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? The cost of food, gas prices. We knew all of that. But however, what we didn't know and what we was in the blind to is that we didn't know what extent that this stuff was coming from. We didn't know who was they dealing with. But then later on down the line, we realized that Joe Biden had a relationship with Vladimir Putin and Zelensky. We knew that later on down the line. But the relationship and the friendship, partnership, and the dealership that he had with Russia and these peoples over in the Middle East, it wasn't what we thought it was. This man was literally giving away billions of American money to these people, to Russia, and for the peoples over here in the Middle East. And they